Most F-150 owners give up on their truck long before anything truly breaks. They accept normal failures, pay for avoidable repairs, or think their engine just doesn't last. The truth? From early Tritons to today's EcoBoost and Coyote motors, hitting 300,000 miles without major work isn't luck. It's a habit. Each generation ages differently. A 5.4 Triton, a 3.5 EcoBoost, or a 10-speed versus 4-speed transmission all need unique care. Today, you'll learn exactly what keeps mid-2000s to modern F-150s running strong past 300,000 miles. If there's one habit that almost single-handedly decides whether your F-150 feels worn out at 160,000 miles or still strong and smooth at 300,000 miles, it's how you handle oil changes for your specific engine. Not just change it sometimes, how often, what kind, and in what engine make a world of difference for longevity and reliability. On the 2009 to 2014 and 2015 to 2017 F-150s with 3.5 EcoBoost and 5.0 Coyote engines, these motors run hotter, spin faster, and rely heavily on clean, high-quality oil for timing chains, cam phasers, and turbo lubrication. Treating them like old-school small blocks with long, lazy oil intervals is exactly how you end up with stretched chains, noisy phasers, and tired turbos way before 300K. For these trucks, a good rule is around 5,000 miles with top-shelf synthetic that meets Ford spec, especially if you tow, sit in traffic a lot, or do lots of short trips that never let the oil fully heat up. For the 2004 to 2008 Triton 5.4 and 4.6 trucks, oil changes are even more critical. These engines already have a reputation for timing and top-end issues when neglected. Dirty oil beats up tensioners and internal passages. Once that damage starts, the clock to a major repair runs faster than most owners realize. Short, consistent 4,000 to 5,000 mile oil changes with a quality filter dramatically reduces the chance of top-end noise, worn lifters, and internal wear as you creep towards 300,000 miles. On the 2018 to 2021 F-150s with newer EcoBoost and 5.0 engines and the 10-speed automatics, the oil monitors are smarter, but if you're planning to keep the truck past 300K, you still don't chase the longest number the dash will give you. Think of the factory interval as a ceiling, not a goal. If you tow, live in extreme temperatures, or mostly city drive, step those intervals down. And for 2022 plus F-150s, there isn't much high mileage data yet, so early, high-quality oil changes are your cheapest insurance while the truck is young, protecting timing chains, turbos, and the bottom line. I'm RJ. I've spent 20-plus years working on F-150s from Tritons to EcoBoosts, and I've learned the trucks that hit 300K aren't lucky, they're driven smart. Once you've got your oil game dialed in, the next big silent killer for F-150s heading towards 300,000 miles is neglected fluids. Coolant, transmission fluid, and differential oil don't magically survive 200K just because someone stamped lifetime on the label. How you drive, tow, sit in traffic, or haul heavy loads directly impacts how aggressive you need to be with maintenance. Ignoring these liquids quietly wears out key systems, turning an otherwise solid truck into a costly repair nightmare before you even see it coming. For 2004 to 2008 F-150s, the cooling system and transmission are classic weak points if you don't stay on top of them. Old coolant loses its corrosion protection, slowly attacking metal, gaskets, and internal passages. Pair that with engine heat, and it doesn't take long for overheating, radiator issues, or even head gasket failures to show up. Transmission fluid that's been cooked for 100,000 miles or more leads to harsh, jerky shifts and accelerates wear on clutch packs and internal components. Keep ignoring it, and even a perfectly maintained engine won't see 300,000 miles without drama. On 2009 to 2017 trucks, especially the EcoBoost and 5.0 models with 6-speed automatics, trusting lifetime fluid is a fast track to expensive transmission trouble. These boxes thrive on fresh fluid to keep shifts smooth, clutches healthy, and the whole system responsive. Tow, haul, or work the truck hard? You should step up your service intervals. Don't forget rear differentials on 4x4 or towing rigs. They also need regular fluid changes to keep gears and bearings from self-destructing prematurely. For 2018 to 2021 F-150s with 10-speed transmission, fluid quality is even more critical. These sophisticated, smooth-shifting gearboxes rely on the right, clean fluid to avoid becoming the big repair. Same goes for 2022 Plus trucks. Treat coolant, transmission fluid, and axle oil like critical consumables, not decorative reservoirs. Keep them healthy, and your F-150 will hit 300,000 miles strong. Neglect them, and even the best engineered truck can fold far too early. With oil and fluids under control, the next quiet killer of long-lived F-150s is airflow, especially on modern EcoBoost trucks. If you want your F-150 to feel strong, responsive, and smooth all the way up near 300,000 miles, you absolutely cannot let it suffocate. Airflow might seem minor compared to engines or transmissions, but in reality, it dictates how efficiently your turbos spin, how much power the engine makes, and how much unnecessary wear stacks up over hundreds of thousands of miles. Neglect it, and even the best maintained engine starts to drag, burn more fuel, and run hotter than it should. On 2009 to 2017 3.5 and 2.7 EcoBoost F-150s, the intake system is a massive deal. These turbos are designed to spin on strong, consistent air, and ignoring a clogged air filter or cracked intake boots forces them to work harder than they were meant to. That makes intake temperatures rise, efficiency drop, and power fade ever so slightly. But cumulatively, it's the kind of wear that adds up over 200 to 300,000 miles. Check your air filters regularly and don't wait for the miles to stack up. Replace them sooner if you tow heavy, drive on gravel, or tackle any off-road work. Inspect tubing and clamps too, because air sneaking around the filter is air your turbos aren't getting the way they need it. The 5.0 Coyote engines in 2011 to 2017 and 2018 to 2021 trucks are a bit more forgiving, but even they love clean filters and tight intakes. A dirty filter makes the engine work harder, burns more fuel, and slowly adds wear over time. Swapping in a quality filter and checking for leaks is cheap, fast, and gives you smooth, predictable running you'll notice immediately. For 2004 to 2008 5.4 Triton F-150s, poor airflow combined with aging ignition components can cause rough idle, lower MPG, and extra stress on an engine already prone to quirks. Fresh filters and clean intakes prevent unnecessary strain. On 2018 to 2021 and 2022 Plus F-150s, think of clean, tight airflow as insurance. Every mile counts, and your engine rewards that careful attention with happier turbos, smoother throttle response, and long-term reliability that really shows up when you hit the high hundreds of thousands of miles. Most people automatically think engine and transmission when they hear someone talk about hitting 300,000 miles. But in reality, a huge number of F-150s get retired long before that because the chassis and suspension wear out, making the truck unsafe, uncomfortable, or just too expensive to keep on the road. The way you handle tires, alignments, and suspension components plays a massive role in how long your truck lasts, and the approach changes depending on the generation you're driving. For 2004 to 2008 F-150s, the front suspension and steering parts are old enough now that worn ball joints, tie rods, control arm bushings, and sway bar links are extremely common. Ignore them, and the truck starts wandering on the road, tires wear unevenly, and eventually you're facing a big, expensive front-end overhaul. Keeping up with regular tire rotations, maintaining proper pressures, and doing alignments after any significant impact, suspension repair, or even rough off-road use keeps the truck driving solid instead of turning into a rattly, wandering headache you're tempted to trade off. On 2009 to 2017 trucks, especially those that see real work, towing, hauling, lifted or leveled builds, suspension and tire care becomes even more critical. Rotating tires every oil change, monitoring for uneven wear, and aligning the truck when steering feels off or after any suspension work protects hubs, bearings, and all the moving parts in the steering. Essentially, you're keeping the truck's bones strong, so when the engine and transmission are still in top shape, The whole truck feels solid and safe well past 300,000 miles. For 2018 to 2021 and 2022 plus F-150s, the rules are the same, but with a long-term mindset. These trucks haven't usually hit the everything's worn stage yet, but catching clunks, looseness, or unusual tire wear early prevents tiny issues from snowballing into a full-blown front-end nightmare. You want to be buying occasional control arms, shocks, or bushings here and there, not forced into a complete front-end rebuild because neglect stacked up over time. Smart suspension care equals a truck that's still safe, predictable, and fun to drive well past the 300K mark. This one almost never shows up on a maintenance chart, but it might be the single biggest factor in whether your F-150 feels fresh at 300,000 miles or ragged at 160. How you actually drive the truck. Gentle doesn't mean boring, but it does mean understanding what your engine and transmission can handle and not punishing them every time you fire up the key. It's the kind of thing that separates trucks that live long, smooth lives from those that end up in the shop with preventable wear. On the 2009 to 2017 EcoBoost F-150s, living at full boost, flooring it from every stop, or towing over the limit without a proper cool down is exactly how turbos, cam phasers, and internal components get stressed prematurely. Let the engine warm up before really leaning on it. Avoid unnecessary wide-open throttle runs, and after a long grade, heavy tow, or extended boost, give it a minute or two of light driving before you shut it off. You're just letting temperatures settle instead of baking bearings and turbo shafts, and the engine thanks you silently over hundreds of thousands of miles. For the 5.0 Coyote trucks from 2011 onward, high revs every now and then aren't going to hurt a healthy motor. The real danger is lugging the engine in too high a gear or towing heavy loads at low RPM for prolonged periods. Use the correct tow-haul modes. Let the transmission pick its gears, and don't be afraid to spin the engine a little when working hard. Smooth, predictable driving puts far less stress on bearings, lifters, and drivetrain components than jerky, on-off throttle habits. On the older 2004 to 2008 Triton trucks, the motors and transmissions are already living on borrowed time if they haven't been babied. Easy warm-ups, avoiding redline blasts, and taking steep hills with a loaded trailer in stride keeps wear and tear manageable. For 2018 to 2021 and 2022 on trucks with 10-speed transmissions, smooth throttle input, and letting the gearbox do its thing rather than forcing constant manual shifts protects that complex system, keeping the truck happy and healthy for the long haul. These habits don't seem serious short-term, but over hundreds of thousands of miles, they decide whether the engine survives. That's exactly what the longevity guide is built around. Eventually, even the most well-maintained F-150 will need parts. When that time comes, what you choose to bolt back on can quietly determine whether your truck keeps rolling for another 150,000 miles or whether you're just buying time until the next failure. That's especially true in the known weak spots, which change depending on the generation of your F-150. Making smart choices here is just as important as following proper oil, fluid, and maintenance habits. It's the difference between a repair that actually extends the truck's life and one that creates new headaches almost immediately. For 2004 to 2008 Triton trucks, timing components, cam phasers, and related hardware are classic problem areas. When those jobs finally come due, using proper, well-made parts instead of the cheapest kit you can find is how you avoid doing the same repair twice. You're not just patching a problem. You're trying to reset the clock and keep the truck moving toward 300,000 miles. Cutting corners in these areas often means new noise, stretched chains, or phasers failing again shortly after the repair was done. On 2009 to 2017 EcoBoost F-150s, turbos, high-pressure fuel system components, and key sensors are not places to cut corners. A bargain turbo or off-brand critical sensor might work for a short time, but it can create drivability quirks, poor fueling, or even internal damage. Using the right, correctly spec'd parts ensures the repair lasts and keeps the truck running strong instead of dealing with new issues 10,000 miles later. For 2011 to 2017 and 2018 to 2021 5.0 Coyote trucks, the same rule applies to ignition parts, timing components, and major gaskets. On 2018 plus F-150s, you're also juggling more electronics and modules. Saving a few dollars on a cheap sensor, control module, or actuator can actually cost you hundreds in diagnostics, downtime, and repeat failures. When a part is central to how your truck runs, shifts, or breathes, investing in quality is the difference between hitting 300,000 miles and living in the shop. The final piece of the 300,000-mile puzzle is actually simple, but it's one of the most overlooked. Don't ignore your F-150 when it's trying to tell you something's wrong. Every generation complains in its own way, but they all give warnings before things get truly expensive. Knowing how to listen and act can save you thousands and keep the truck on the road far longer than most owners ever expect. On 2004 to 2008 F-150s, pay attention to new noises from the top end, rattles on startup, rising engine temperatures, or transmission slip that wasn't there before. Treat these as immediate, get it checked now issues, not something to see how it does next month. A minor cooling leak, a loose belt, or early timing chain noise might be cheap to fix when caught early, but let it slide and suddenly you're staring down a full engine job or major front-end repair. For 2009 to 2017 EcoBoost and Coyote trucks, the signals can be subtler, but are just as critical. Misfires under load, power dips when the truck should be boosting, weird shift behavior, or operating temperatures creeping higher than normal are all signs that the engine or transmission is asking for attention. These modern engines are tightly controlled and sensitive. A small ignition issue, boost leak, or fuel hiccup that's easy to fix early can turn into catastrophic turbo damage, injector fouling, or transmission grief if ignored. In 2018 through 2021 and 2022 on F-150s, it's even more important to listen. With more electronics, sensors, and the 10-speed transmission, every warning light, temperature alert, or software notification is a communication, not a suggestion. Small hardware issues, minor leaks, or pending module updates are almost always cheaper and easier to handle when addressed immediately, especially if you still have a factory warranty or extended coverage. The rule is simple. Any new light, noise, vibration, or smell is a look-at-it-now event, not something to shrug off. Catching problems early keeps repairs in the affordable, manageable range, instead of the "this is why I had to retire the truck" category. Paying attention and acting quickly is how you ensure your F-150 not only reaches 300,000 miles, but keeps running strong well beyond that.